On today's program, we'll be talking to you about the dress code, music in our schools, the weight room, and D-Path, a different path to graduation. First, let's go to Allison with the story on dress code.
At Poland Regional High School, dress code is always a topic of interest.
So the current dress code asks students to cover their shoulders, their fronts, their backs, their midriffs, and enough of this bottom part so that body parts are not hanging out. That is sort of the general gist of it. So I think it's pretty reasonable. Not everyone agrees, but that's okay.
Companies who market clothes that aren't appropriate for a work environment seem to be getting students at PRHS in a sticky situation.
A lot of kids would not buy clothes that fit the dress code here if they didn't have to, and so they would not shop at Abercrombie and Fitch and JCPenney's, etc. And so those companies would lose out on money. Like, they want to, it's their job to get clothes that attract the most teenagers so that they can make the most money. So like in a free market society, like, man, they should do whatever they want. And then unfortunately it falls on the kid to say, wow, like, nothing that they sell there is appropriate, so I'm gonna buy from them because I look fantastic in it for the weekend.
I think it's unfair that the companies would market something that we don't want students to wear. There's a time and a place for all of those clothing items, but students are going to buy them and want to show them to their friends, and school is the best place to do that. So I think they're taking advantage of society's ideas of what's cool clothes and not really giving the students an opportunity to buy clothes that would look good on them and still be appropriate for the work environment at school.
It makes it hard for kids to find stuff to wear that are at good prices. Especially with JCPenney and Kohl's, they have all of the, they have incentives for parents to come in and get 30% off and be able to do inexpensive school shopping, and then they show up on the first day with clothes that then we're told they can't wear, so it puts students and parents in a pretty sticky situation.
Not only are the teachers worried about students breaking dress code, but students also show frustration finding the right clothes.
Like, if you buy a shirt, it can be too small for tall people because we have a long, it's called torso, right? Torso. And so when we buy a shirt, it can not cover everything. And with pants, pants are pretty hard too because it can fit you lengthwise but not waist-wise.
Students and teachers have different opinions when we ask them the question, do you think leggings are pants?
I would have to say that leggings are not pants, but there are different versions of leggings that would be more appropriate to wear. A yoga pant is very different from a tight, and I'm not sure that all of our students know that, and so they don't always look quite right in their version of leggings that show off a little bit too much.
I do, especially if you, the way you wear it, if it doesn't show, then yes, I think they are considered pants.
No. I think leggings are great underneath dresses or really short skirts. To add a layer to an outfit. If you were to have a very long shirt, I think, I'm not a fashion person, but I think they're called tunics or whatever, that at least cover the bottom. But if your butt is visible, even though they're in leggings, they are not pants. They should not be worn as pants.
The varying opinions of students and teachers at PRHS makes dress code an everlasting issue. I'm Allison Kelly, reporting for WPRH.
Thanks, Allison. It's important that dress code presents an environment for education.
Speaking of a great environment, music is the topic of our next report. Here is Sierra with music in our schools.
At PRHS, the music program positively impacts students and the community.
Music is really important for students to learn not only the artistic expression that music qualities have, but the problem solving and the creative problem solving skills that music offers.
It gives kids an opportunity to use their brains differently and participate in a group. Sort of different from a team where you don't necessarily want to stand out, you want to make the whole group sound good. So I think those are things that you might not get that opportunity in other programs. And see things that you didn't know they could do and appreciate the talents that they have. I think it's very nice. I know that this year's the biggest the course has been since I've been principal. I think when we cut back music as a district, it impacted band. So I'm excited to watch now that all kids in elementary school has music again. I'll be happy to see that grow again. But I think we got a lot of kids participating, which is awesome. It's what we want.
I think it's a good sense of community.
and you have a chance to participate in activities with other students, and you are hoping for their success and working on your own skills to ensure your own success as well.
I think it's exciting. I think it's an opportunity to see kids in a different way and see things that you didn't know they could do and appreciate the talents that they have. So I think it's very nice.
But it's nice because if there's anything I can't teach them, it forces me to learn more as well. So there's always something new each day, and it's a really nice feeling. We've seen research from various institutions that proves that learning music, learning an instrument, learning how to sing improves the way you think about other subjects. So math, science, everything. If you can learn how to make those connections, then it helps you as a learner in all other areas.
The processes that students use to learn music are some of the same thought processes we use in everyday life that are, going to problem solving from business to nature to to all kinds of scientific conquests.
When you're involved in music, you exercise areas of the brain that not all other activities can exercise. Music is such a strong part of tradition and our history and our sense of who we are, and so I think it creates a stronger environment, a stronger sense of community within the school to have music available.
The music program at Poland Regional High School certainly does give us a sense of community. I'm Sierra Yuri reporting for WPRH.
Thanks, Sierra. I'm certainly glad we have a music program here at PRHS.
Me too, but I really love the fact that we have a weight room. Here's Vincent with more.
The weight room is important at PRHS to help kids excel in their sports.
The weight room really helps you because it's going to, by lifting weights, you're going to get stronger, you're going to build muscle mass, which is going to help prevent injuries in the future.
Some people physically play athletics, and that muscle mass obviously helps you in a lot of different ways. If you're not into an athletic, but just your overall wellness, developing that muscle tone, and staying strong so that you can be able to do your everyday, daily physical activities. And even some cases, talking more on the cardiovascular part, increasing your heart rate, making your heart stronger, so you can live a longer, healthier life.
I try to, personally, my workouts are designed at being as well-rounded as humanly possible. So if I'm designing a football workout, I want to think, well, we need to be strong, but we also need to be athletic. We need to be able to move side to side. We need to be able to jump, things like that. So I try to make sure I mix up my program.
Well, I think that's what's so great about today is it's everything's so sport specific. Meaning that when you're working out, you should be doing workouts or movements that are specific to your sport and are relevant to your sport. When I was growing up, we went to the weight room and you just lifted heavy all the time. And that wasn't really relevant to what I was trying to do. I didn't do anything explosive, and now all the workouts should be designed based on the sport and the movements within it. For example, a tennis player should be doing a lot of speed workouts, and a lot of explosion workouts in the weight room. So I think that's the first thing you need to kind of figure out.
High school kid, I'd say, 3 days a week. If you're playing a sport, if you're not playing a sport, you just want to get strong, you're just looking to improve your looks, I'd say maybe 4 days a week. If you're looking to eat and drink, stay hydrated, lots of fruits, lots of vegetables that have water in them. During the day, just a ton of water is your best bet. Once in a while, mixing in, a Gatorade here or there.
So traditionally, if you're thirsty, you're dehydrated. If you're not drinking water, something's wrong. But you should be hydrated all day long. If you think about it this way, if you were to put a sponge on a countertop and let it sit there, it would dry out in less than a day. You want to keep your sponge watered because your whole body's a sponge. So drinking fluids in and expelling fluids, you should be consistently going to the bathroom every 1 to 2 hours. If you're not going to the bathroom every 1 to 2 hours, something's wrong. You're dehydrated for sure.
At Poland Regional High School, the weight room helps kids excel in their sports. I'm Vincent Russo reporting from Poland Regional High School.
Thanks, Vincent. Another program at PRHS is DPATH, a different program towards graduation. Caitlin brings us this report.
Here at Poland Regional High School, DPATH is an alternative way of graduating for struggling students.
DPATH is a program that stands for Different Path to a High School Diploma, and it's for students 10 through 12 who, for one reason or the other, find the traditional schooling difficult, and they would like a different opportunity, more flexibility to get their high school diploma. Students, right now we're working on the 3 big pieces, which would be attendance, making sure you're here, behavior, which could be the obvious, physical stuff, but it also is more about making sure there's no drama and keeping it a safe environment, and that's something we're working on this year. And then attendance, behavior, and progress towards academic goals. DPATH students meet the same standards that everybody else does in the building, and it's very important that they're making progress to graduate on time.
It's different because you can work at your own pace, and it's not as stressful, and you can have, there's not as many people, and it's easier to manage. Usually there's a few people in there, and it's pretty relaxed and laid back. People can walk in and they can hang out there, they can do their work there, they can get help there. It's usually pretty quiet and relaxing.
The path to graduation. This is Caitlin reporting for WPRH.
Thanks, Caitlin. That's it for our program. Thanks for joining us on the Nightly News. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Andrew. Have a great day.